Mute that now. Okay.
Oh, that is weird. You were right. I can only hear in one.
Yeah, it's going to throw you off a little bit. morning, everyone, and welcome to Pine River-Backus High School, where tonight it is high school volleyball. We welcome you to the Station 371 pregame show as we get set to bring you the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. It's a Northland Conference matchup here on YourLiveEvent.com. We welcome you to the Station 371 pregame show. Restock on food, fuel, and bait at locally owned Station 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, and they're the only area fuel station with kerosene and off-road diesel. Visit Station 371 in Pine River. Well, obviously a bit of a late start here. This match was scheduled to begin at 6:15, but Clearbrook-Gonvick got here a little bit late. They got right into the freshman game. The B squad went 3 sets, pretty competitive sets, with Pine River-Backus winning 2-1, and now we're getting ready for varsity action. I'm Devin Kruger bringing you the action tonight along with Cullen Bosman. Good evening, Cullen.
Hello.
We are here for it should be a fun matchup. Here in the pregame show, we're going to take you through how these two teams compare. We do have both head coaches to join us. We'll get to the lineups, and right now, first serve is looking at to be about 6:50, so a little bit about 35 minutes behind schedule, but we are excited. Should be a really, really fun matchup here tonight. So when we come back, we'll take you through how these two teams compare as we get ready for Northland Conference volleyball with Pine River-Backus and Clearbrook-Gonvick here on YourLiveEvent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Or that might be vice versa. Back with you on the Station 371 pregame show. Devin Kruger here with you along with Cullen Bosman. Cullen's going to take at least a set tonight for play-by-play as we've got a nice little crowd here. There's cross-country that's been going on here at Pine River-Backus High School, so a busy, busy day on a warm day. It is warm in the gym. Fans are fanning themselves here tonight. It's pretty toasty in the gymnasium, and again, we have what should be a really fun matchup tonight. Let's look at these two clubs coming into this evening. Clearbrook-Gonvick. They are in Section 8A. They are 4-1 on the season. They're coming off a season at 14-10 last year. They had their first loss of the season Tuesday as they went the distance, falling to Monoman 3-2. So 4-1 on the season for the Bears under first-year head coach Lindsay Samson. Lindsay coached the girls' basketball team the last couple of years, but she said she was a volleyball player, so she made the switch to volleyball for this season. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers, they are 5-3 on the season. Pine River-Backus, of course, the back-to-back defending 5A champions. They won 3-0 Tuesday on the road at Verndale. They were shorthanded then. They're a little shorthanded again tonight. Coach Josh Hershey and I will get into that as well. The Tigers last year, 22-11. In this matchup, Pine River-Backus won in a 3-game sweep. In fact, it was the 7th straight 3-0 sweep for Pine River-Backus over Clearbrook-Gonvick. I don't know if we're going to see that here tonight with the way that this Bears team is coming and playing. The Tigers are 8-0 in the series since 2016. I could not find the score results from 2014 and 2015. Josh Hershey said he's been here, he thought it was his 11th year, and he said he doesn't think he's ever lost to Clearbrook-Gonvick. I did see that the Bears got the win. The last time that I found a Bears win in this series, you have to go all the way back to 2008. So unless the Bears snuck a victory in that 2014-2015 season, they're looking to snap a 16-year skid against the PRB Tigers. So the Tigers were 8-0 since 2016. They're undefeated from 2009 to 2013. Got those 2 missing years, but Clearbrook-Gonvick won in 5 sets, by the way, back in 2008. That's the rundown on these two teams. When we come back, we'll hear from our head coaches. First, we'll chat with Lindsay Samson, head coach for the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears, and then we will chat with Josh Hershey, the head coach of the PRB Tigers. More coming up on the Station 371 pregame show right after this on yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
We're back on the Station 371 pregame show here on yourliveevent.com. As joining us now is Lindsay Samson, head coach for Clearbrook-Gonvick. First of all, Coach, congrats on a great start to the year, and thank you for a few minutes before you get underway here in Pine River tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. We're excited to be here and see what we can do.
So give us a little taste. This Bears team, 5 seniors. You've got a strong start at 4-1. What has been your keys to success in your mind, Lindsay, to have such a strong start to the year?
I think the keys with these girls has really been their mental game, is not allowing themselves to get down, and the team really working together to make sure that we don't kind of fall into that pit of despair when we're down a couple of points. These girls have been able to dig themselves out of 9-point deficits already in some of the sets that they've played, and that's really been key, is their overall attitude and willingness to work through the hard stuff.
It was a successful season last year at 14-10. You're in your first year as head coach of this volleyball program. How much has it been maybe expected to take a step forward with some of the experience you have back?
Well, I think the expectation in the Clearbrook-Gonvick area is that this is going to be the year. This is the group of girls that has the capacity. I was fortunate enough to coach them in volleyball when they were in 7th and 8th grade, and so it's really fun to see how far they've progressed. And I think that they do have the capacity. We got a lot of tweaking to do, a lot of movement type of work that we've been doing all year, and so far it's paying off.
Execution-wise, when it comes to the actually on-the-floor gameplay, what have been the strong suits for the Bears thus far?
Just being aggressive. When we get down a little bit, we have a tendency to pull back on our hits and everything, and so my whole thing is this year has been swing. I want you to swing. I want you to be aggressive. And by doing that, they're starting to learn that they're capable, and they don't have to limit themselves.
How about your back row, serve, receive, being able to get that pass? We know that's where it all starts. Where is that so far early in the season for this club?
Well, we had a couple pretty good games. Our last game was Tuesday night that we fell to Monoman. That was our first loss, and we really did struggle in our serve receive. So it's still a primary focus of every practice, and it's a continual work in progress.
Northland Conference game in Pine River tonight, and these teams, of course, are familiar with each other, but you as a first-year head coach, and now it's still early in the season, what, if anything, have you been able to gather about the Tigers and what they bring to the table?
Well, I know that they're going to be scrappy. I know that they're going to be aggressive. I know that our girls have to be on their toes all the time for this game, and so we're just going to come out and play our game and be ready for everything to come back to us.
With the start to the season, and I don't know if you know, but it's been quite a while since Clearbrook-Gonvick has won in this matchup. What would a win in this gym do for your club?
I think after Tuesday night, a win tonight would really solidify just the girls believing in themselves and knowing that this is an entire different year. Each game is a different game, and they have the capacity to really go far this year, but it is really entirely up to how hard they want to work. So I think it would be a great thing to come back with a win, but either way, we're learning from every mistake. And so even if we don't, which I'm not saying we won't, but even if we don't, we will absolutely learn from it. So that's a okay thing.
Should be a really exciting one here tonight, Coach. We appreciate the time. Good luck to you and the Bears.
Thank you very much.
Lindsay Samson, head coach for Clearbrook-Gonvick, joining us as we take a break. More pregame right after this on yourliveevent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers.
Fall is calling and the trails are waiting. Hi, this is Nikki Groshong, officer at Border Bank. Whether you're looking for the thrill of an ATV, the fun of a side-by-side, or just some good old shack time, Border Bank has the loan to get you there. From flexible terms to great rates, we're here to help you hit the trails without breaking the bank. Apply online or visit with me to explore if a consumer loan is right for you. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding fall adventures. Member FDIC, terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to Clearbrook, a quiet, friendly location in northern Minnesota. Clearbrook is surrounded by lakes and forests, offering excellent fishing, hunting, and recreational activities. Clearbrook has a top-notch school district, a thriving business community, and active clubs and events throughout the year. Visit ci.clearbrook.mn.us to learn more about what Clearbrook, Minnesota can offer you. The City of Clearbrook, a community working together.
Good food, good times, and a great atmosphere. It's all here for you at the Clearbrook Muni, right on Main Street in Clearbrook. Stop in and check out the daily food specials or try a variety of items on the menu. For takeout on the go, call 218-776-9984. Good food and good times. It's all waiting for you at the Clearbrook Muni. Find them on Facebook for events or visit them on Main Street in Clearbrook. The Clearbrook Muni. Good times await.
We are back on the Station 371 pregame show, getting set for volleyball tonight on yourliveevent.com. As with us, Josh Hershey, head coach of the PRB Tigers, and looks to be shaping up to be a really exciting match here tonight with Clearbrook-Gonvick in town. Coach, as always, we appreciate some time before we get going tonight.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks for being here, Devin.
Always. Tuesday night, you got the win in Verndale, a 3-game sweep, your third straight win, and I know you and I have been talking this week already that you did it shorthanded. What stood out to you? What did you like about being able to go to Verndale and get a win over the Pirates?
Yeah, just our flexibility, I mean, we can the girls didn't know until that day that we were going to be missing a player. And so anyway, I just appreciate how they're just willing to go, and several of them are volunteering to move positions. And so that's a good sign, they just want to go compete and see what we can do. So that was the biggest thing, and then the youngsters are playing well, I mean, Leah Evelyn played really well, and, I think Ella Brewer played well too, so that's fun to see.
You've won 3 in a row now coming into tonight's matchup, which is a big Northland Conference matchup. Have you seen anything in particular that you think has helped propel the 3-game win streak?
No, not really. Just a little bit more consistency, I think, that's what we're working on. We've got to be able to grind and sustain. We can't have, I mean, if you statted us to 18 or 20, we've probably won every game this year, literally, except one. And so it's being able to sustain things, finish games the right way.
You've always preached, the serve and the serve receive. We know that's where everything starts. We know that's always a key focus with you and your clubs. 8 games in, as it just almost sounds crazy to think that we're nearing that halfway point, but it's coming. Where do you think, how do you feel your girls have been, obviously consistency-wise and execution-wise?
Yeah, it's been okay. I mean, it can get better for sure, but we started to narrow things down as far as who was in our back row, and that, obviously that's going to help a little bit. We'll see. We might let more than 3 receive the rest of the way, the rest of the regular season, and just hope that helps us come playoff time. But I might just go to 3, but we'll see how it looks, But I think we've been more consistent. Serving has been the main issue. I mean, if you miss, that's one thing, but when you're not really getting a lot of pressure and you miss, that's a whole different thing. And then, we've got a couple of rotations, depending on who we've been playing, where we're in safe serve, we miss. Those hurt bad. So, a few of the other girls have had green lights and not been as consistent as we need to be either. So we'll see if we can get a little better in that department.
Clearbrook-Gonvick is a team that they're coming off a winning season, and they've got off to a good start at 4-1. They've got a new head coach, but someone that's familiar with their girls. Have you seen anything, or do you know much of anything about this Bears team and what they've been doing thus far?
No, I do not. I mean, I've checked their scores. We didn't get a lot of information by any means. The best we could do is watch last year and just make sure we have somewhat of an understanding. But like you say, with the new coach, it's hard to know if they're going to play the same way or not. But so really for us, it's going to be a big focus on our side for sure.
With the focus on your side, and again with with a couple of gals not in uniform tonight, illness, injury, and whatnot, what are you going to have your eye on with your team?
Just trying to grind. Don't get dejected at all. Just keep playing. Next point, every point's a new point, and so that's kind of the main thing, especially for the really young girls. Late in the game, you can't change how you play or look at a scoreboard. You just got to keep playing. And, part of the reason I love volleyball is because I know that score is going to get reset multiple times a night. And so, that 5 or 10 minutes really shouldn't make or break you. It's, you got to go do it again. So I think that's pretty critical for a few of my more inexperienced kids, just to play through things, especially at the end of games.
All right, Coach. Excited for this one. Should be a great one here in Pine River tonight. As always, appreciate the time. Good luck to you and the Tigers.
Yeah, thanks a lot. You bet.
Josh Hershey, head coach for Pine River-Backus, join us as we break more on the pregame right after this on YourLiveEvent.com. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
And welcome back to our Station 371 pregame show as we give you the starting lineups for tonight's matchup. First, for the visitors, the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears, head coached by Lindsay Samson in her first year. They'll start a 5'6" senior outside hitter, Tatum Melby. A 5'3" senior defensive specialist, Cameron Defoe. A 5'9" senior middle hitter, Allison Levine. A 5'7" junior outside hitter, Emma Favre. A 5'6" senior center, Emma Nybo. A 5'4" senior center, Molly Phillips. And the libero for the Bears is 5'2" sophomore, Hayden Wild. 5 seniors all in that starting lineup for the CG Bears. Again, it's Melby, Defoe, Levine, Favre, Nybo, Molly Phillips with the libero, Wild. Clearbrook-Gonvick 4-1 on the season. I have them 0-0 in Northland Conference play. For the Pine River-Backus Tigers and head coach Josh Hershey, coming in at 5-3 overall, 1-0 in Northland Conference action. They will start a freshman, Leah Eveland. No heights, no positions on the roster for the Tigers. They'll start senior, Cassidy Bristow. Junior, Kaylee Johnson. Junior, Ella Dahl. Junior, Callie Norman. Junior, Ariana Burns. And the libero for the Tigers is senior Caitlin Riley. Again, for PRB, it's Eveland, Bristow, Johnson, Dahl, Norman, Ariana Burns, and the libero, Riley. Those are your starting lineups. We'll wrap up the Station 371 pregame show and have our first serve right after this on yourliveevent.com.
Fall is calling and the trails are waiting. Hi, this is Nikki Groshong, officer at Border Bank. Whether you're looking for the thrill of an ATV, the fun of a side-by-side, or just some good old shack time, Border Bank has the loan to get you there. From flexible terms to great rates, we're here to help you hit the trails without breaking the bank. Apply online or visit with me to explore if a consumer loan is right for you. We're Border Bank, your headquarters for funding fall adventures. Member FDIC, terms and conditions apply.
Back with you, Devin Kruger, Cullen Bosman, as we get set for high school volleyball tonight. We wrap up the Station 371 pregame show with Station 371, your local Sonic station in Pine River. The Tigers to our right in the black jerseys, Clearbrook-Gonvick in the whites to our left, as here is our opening serve. Sending it over first is going to be Molly Phillips. To the back row, Kaylee Johnson, the setter, going to go to Bristow. Had a really nice night up in Nevis with a big win last week. Here's one popped over by Favre, and we're going to have a whistle, and they're going to have an out-of-bounds hit. Favre's hit went past the antenna. Nice crowd and an energetic crowd to start tonight as the Tigers score first. Back to serve, Ariana Burns. Ariana sends it, and now one at the net and blocked down by Cassidy Bristow. Well, serve, receive, a free ball at the net, and a nice tip down by Bristow. There's a sharp line serve. Phillips going to come to the near side, and that one just inside the antenna. Johnson goes middle to Bristow, near side, popped up by Molly Phillips. Here's the bump, here's Favre, sending it back row. Johnson goes right side, it's Bristow, down and good. 3-0 the start for the PRB Tigers. Playing without Mimi Bukers tonight. Abby Gilbert also out for PRB. Burns starting off strong, another good serve. Here's a shot in the middle, that one down and good as Allison Levine puts Clearbrook-Gonvick on the board. Jump serve, Favre into the net. Service error. 4-1 PRB. First set for tonight. Here's a sharp one, and that one right at the net. Tapped down again by Bristow on the free pass. Well, that's 2 times already tonight. Clearbrook-Gonvick has had the serve reception right at the net for a free ball. Phillips to the near side. That one tapped at the net on the swing from Levine. PRB Ella Dahl just bumping it over, and she finds a spot. I think there was hesitation of who was going to go get that one on the part of the Bears, and it's going to be an early timeout by head coach Samson and Clearbrook-Gonvick. 6-1 Pine River-Backus in front. It's our opening set with Northland Conference Volleyball here on yourliveevent.com.
Friendly location in northern Minnesota. Clearbrook is surrounded by lakes and forests, offering excellent fishing, hunting, and recreational activities. Clearbrook has a top-notch school district, a thriving business community, and active clubs and events throughout the year. Visit ci.clearbrook.mn.us to learn more about what Clearbrook, Minnesota can offer you. The City of Clearbrook, a community working together.
We are back 6-1. A hot start for Pine River-Backus. Looking for at least their 9th, possibly a closer to about 16th straight win over Clearbrook-Gonvick in this series. Tigers have been tough from the service line, something that Coach Josh Hershey said he wanted to see some improvement on. Clearbrook-Gonvick having trouble getting their offense set. Kaylee Johnson back to serve for PRB, and she puts it into the net for an error. Six to 2 as Clearbrook-Gonvick sends Hannah Weems into the front row. Here's Levine serving. Midcourt, Leah Eveland with the pass. Here's Bristow on the right side, and that one is in. Bristow off to a really strong start with 2 kills and 2 blocks. Now into the front row for PRB is Ella Brewer as Bristow heads back to the service line. That one's going to be an ace serve off the hands of Fauver. Bristow makes it 8-2 in favor of Pine River-Backus. Here's the serve, and this one going to be pushed over. PRB a chance to set up the offense. Here's Brewer in the middle. That one blocked at the net, tipped back over, and then shot over, but out of bounds by Weems. And Pine River-Backus is up 9-2. Bristow checking the spots. Sharp line serve. Nicely played on a twist back there by Melby. But again, Clearbrook-Gonvick just clearing the net, basically. Here's a shot by Ella Dahl into the net. 9-3. PRB leading here in the first set. Substitution for the Bears. Jolie Olson, 5'8 junior, checking into the front row as back to serve is Nybo. Here comes PRB. They're going to go left side. Here's a swing cross court. Count it. Ella Brewer with her first swing gets the point. 10-3. Ariana Burns into the front row. Caitlin Riley, the PRB libero, heading back to serve. Big lead early for the Tigers, looking for 4 straight wins. Here's a tough serve. Tracking it down is Clearbrook-Gonvick, and they'll clear it over. Johnson sets left side for Burns, and we have one of the Tigers into the net. So a free point for the Bears and the side out. Tatum Melby to serve it up. Ella Dahl, Johnson, left side, it's Burns from the 10-foot line, just over the blockers, off the net. 1-2, but the third hit goes backwards. Point PRB, and an 11-4 Tigers lead here in our opening game. And the Tigers won the B squad 2-1. Helped push this one to a late start. Here comes a jump serve from Ella Dahl. A little bit of a floater to the back row. On the near side, a tap over by Weems. Here's the bump from Johnson from the back row. Bristow into the net. Clearbrook-Gonvick has just 1 kill so far here in this first set. PRB up 11-5. And Weems will head back to serve. 5 seniors, 3 juniors, and that one way past the back line. That one very easy for PRB to let fly. Now Leah Evelyn checking back in for PRB. She's going to head to the back row. Cameron Defoe into the back row for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Evelyn, tough jump serve. That one nicely picked up on the second hit, and great hustle by the Bears. Johnson to the left side. It's Burns, and she pushes it. Big point for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Outstanding hustle on a very tough serve to handle. 12-6. Molly Phillips back in. Olsen out. Walking up and serving is Phillips. Short serve, tough serve. Here's the tap, and that one blocked by Levine. First time that Clearbrook-Gonvick has tallied back-to-back points, and Coach Samson did say that they've battled back from 9 down in a set this year, showing they can do it, and now it is out of bounds on the serve, and that's another service error. That's already 3 on Clearbrook-Gonvick. 13-7 PRB. Ariana Burns back to serve, starting the new rotation. Line serve near side. Phillips. And there was miscommunication and a freebie for PRB. Football score, 14-7. Burns sets it up again to serve. Shoots that liner over. Phillips back sets near side Nybo. Caitlin Riley on the dive. Burns one-hands it, and 2 Tigers collide. Riley and Johnson as PRB scrambles and laughs and smiles on the hustle. But the point to Clearbrook-Gonvick as the Bears cut it to 14-8. And there's a tough serve. Johnson with a nice save. Bristow all the way to the back row, and Clearbrook-Gonvick cannot get the third hit over. Well, neither coach is going to say this is the most clean first set. I wanted you to talk. 15-8 PRB. Here's Levine. Shot dug out by Johnson. Norman with the set. Bristow powers one down. 16-8 Pine River-Backus. Kaylee Johnson back to serve again. Here's the pushover by Melby. Johnson, nice lunge, left side Dahl. Dug out by the Bears. Phillips goes left side to Melby again, and that one gonna go off of Burns and good. Melby's first kill. 16-9 Pine River-Backus. Weems back into the front row for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Levine with the serve. Back set, Bristow, shot, got it. 4 kills for Cassidy Bristow here in the opener. 17-9 substitution as Coach Josh Hershey going to send in senior Raina Hannikin. She's going to replace Bristow. Hannikin standing on that right side sends a long liner off the shoulder of Favre. Here come the Tigers. Here's the set in the middle. Ella Dahl powers it, blocked. Big block in the middle by Hannah Weems. Sometimes those can be very big momentum points. Brewer into the front row. Heading to the bench is Eveland. In for Clearbrook-Gonvick, Olsen. Nybo serves mid-court. Here's the back set. It's Norman, cross court, and it was tipped by Nybo. She probably should have let that one fly. First kill for Norman tonight. Riley to serve. 18-10 PRB, and that one too long. $11 points for Clearbrook-Gonvick, only 2 kills. So PRB has given them a fair amount of points in this first set. Johnson goes left side to Burns, and Burns too strong. 18-12. Melby to serve. Sends that one deep. Riley sprawling out to put that one here. Burns rolls it over. Nybo setting up Favre, and that one way too long. Favre did not get a great swing on that one. Little hesitation at the top of her jump, and then ended up pushing that past the end line. 19-12, here's Eladal. Look at that jump serve, and that one is just out. Looked like the line judge was kind of replaying that in his mind, but he ruled it was out. Very, very close. 19-13, Pine River-Backus here in the opening set. Weems serving, near side to Hannigan. Great pass right to the net. The set a little bit back. Burns off the tip, sliding in his Weems. Favre on the second hit. Johnson goes middle, and this is Brewer. That one tapped at the net. Dahl saves it. Burns, that one tapped back. The Bears blockers getting up there. PRB doesn't have a excessive height, that's for sure. Levine slaps it deep. Johnson going to set left side, looking for Burns again. Cross court. Melby up into the rafters. Saved by Levine. Third hit steered across by Favre. Here's in the middle. It's Brewer. Blocked. Saved by Johnson. Here's Burns again. Just over the blockers. Weems. Levine to the left side. Favre. Dig. Hannigan. Johnson the bump. And it's going to be Brewer with a bump deep to the near side. Weems tracks it down. Nybo to Levine, deep, popped up by Dahl, and miscommunication. Boy, a great rally, good hustle, and a bit of a break point there for Clearbrook-Gonvick. 19-14.
That was a crazy volley right there.
Yes, it was. Weems to serve it up again. A spinner into the net, and just as Clearbrook-Gonvick was really starting to get some momentum, they had scored 4 of the last 5. Cut that lead to 5, and then a service error gives that free point back to the Tigers, and Cassie Bristow's coming back into the front row. 20-14, Leah Eveland back to serve. Eveland with the jump serve. Look at that liner, but that one too far. Both teams have certainly had their share of service errors here in this opening set. That's 4 on the Tigers. Clearbrook-Gonvick has had 4 as well. Molly Phillips to serve. Spins one to midcourt. This one right at the net. Off the top of the net. Saved on a dive and popped over by Riley. Almost a block for Levine. Now one tip to the near side. Dahl saves it. Burns. And then Dahl back over to the Bears. Phillips. Levine in the middle. Got it. The lead is cut to 4. Pine River is led by as many as 8 at 16-8. Phillips trying to help bring the Bears back. Here's the set, and Kaylee Johnson stepped underneath the line. 3-point Tigers lead, 20-17. Clearbrook-Gonvick certainly feeling the momentum. Molly Phillips, sharp line serve. Johnson to Bristow, left side, over the blockers, dug out by Melby. Bristow, Johnson, back to Bristow, in the middle. They want one, they need one, they get one. (21-17), Pine River-Backus. Norman into the front as Riley takes a seat. Burns to serve it. Good line serve. Free ball at the net. Look out. Tip down and good. Bristow and Norman. Big back-to-back points there for the PRB Tigers. Back up by 5. Late in set number 1. Burns deep serve. Just past the back line. The libero Riley's going to come in for Eveland. Favre to serve. Favre sends one deep, right to the back line. Bristow. Norman from the left side, and that one's deep. 22-19, lead back down to 3. Way back against the wall is Emma Favre. With the jump, that one almost went wall to wall. Another service error on Clearbrook-Gonvick. 23-19, Johnson's turn to serve again for Pine River-Backus. Floats one Here's the set to the right side. Levine tipped at the net. Saved. Here's Bristow tapping over. Levine pushes deep. Levine back to serve. 23-20 Pine River-Backus. Levine floats one to midcourt. Johnson going to go right side. Bristow shot. That one is down off of Phillips. 6 kills in the first set for Cassidy Bristow. The senior trying to lead PRB to victory in set 1. It is set point Pine River-Backus. Raina Hannikin will come in to serve. And this one is just past the back line again. Service error. Brewer in for the Tigers. Olsen coming in for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Nybo to serve. And before her serve, a timeout by Coach Josh Hershey and Pine River-Backus, perhaps looking to ice the server here in set 1. We'll keep it here just because it is so close. If Pine River gets the point, then obviously we'll have a break in the action. But looking at this one, Pine River-Backus had the fast start, 6-1, led by as many as 8 at 16-8. Clearbrook-Gonvick just slowly chipped away, got it to 6, got it down to 5, got it to 3 at 20-17. Now it's been a little back and forth since. Pine River-Backus trying to close the door. And Coach Hershey had both timeouts remaining, so who's going to get that serve receive? Where are you going to do it? We want this point, not necessarily need the point, but certainly want this point to close out game 1. They're trying to not let Clearbrook-Gonvick get another boost of momentum, especially late in this opening set. So Coach Hershey elects to take the break. And Tigers will use a substitution, a couple of substitutions as well. Bristow will come in for Hannikin. Eveland will come in for Brewer, and I think they're also checking to see if they are close to the limit. You have 18 subs per set. Looks like we're ready to go. Nybo ready to serve it. Set point, Pine River-Backus. Here's Johnson. She's going to go middle, and it's Ella Dahl, and it is out. 24-22. Nybo ready. Sends that midcourt floater. Here's Johnson to the right side. It's Norman off the tip. That one saved on a dive by Levine. And Favre's going to bump it over. Tigers will try to set it up again. Johnson in the middle. No blockers there, and Ella Dahl tipped it there. There were no blockers, but Dahl couldn't get a swing on it. Bristow to Eveland on the left side. Cross court dig by Favre. Weems to Melby. Tipped at the net. Diving in. Punched over by Ella Dahl. Here's the set for Melby again. Cross court. Diving save by Burns. Dahl will tip it again. Here's the set. Melby slaps it across. Here's the back set. Norman, back corner, out. Tried to go line, and it was wide. 24-23 set point, and Coach Josh Hershey is going to take a timeout. We should have broke with the last one.
Well, we couldn't have known.
Of course not, but that's the sport of volleyball. Tigers get a couple swings and put that one wide. Clearbrook-Gonvick gets that boost of momentum. Cullen, you're going to take set 2.
I'm going to take set 2.
Man, this is more like what we expected, though. Not necessarily that points are being scored on more errors, but we expected a battle. 5-3 Pine River-Backus, 4-1 Clearbrook-Gonvick.
It's been a good game so far.
Definitely not low on the entertainment factor. For Pine River-Backus fans tuning in, Cullen has football tomorrow night for the Tigers. On the road, radio coverage as they are at Wadena Deer Creek, week number 3 of the high school sports season. That broadcast is on Cash 95.9 radio, or you can catch the audio online at rjbroadcasting.com or get the Cash 95.9 app. I think you'll like it. Set point again, 24-23, Nybo to serve. No more timeouts for the Tigers. Johnson Norman on the right side, off the blockers. Clearbrook-Gonvick, and there's a collision, and it's bumped over. Nybel slow to get up. Johnson goes Norman again on the right side, and he misfires, and we are tied at 24. Wow. An 8-point lead erased. 4 in a row for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Nybel serves. Johnson into the middle. Eladal back corner. Right there is Levine. Nybel to Melby on the left side. Across, dug out by Bristow. Eveland on the left side. Cross court. Another dig by Favre. In the middle, it's Weems with a tap. Johnson goes middle. Eladal off the top. Dig again by Levine. Melby shoots it across. Johnson to the right side. Norman the swing, the tip. That one's off of Nybel and good. Set point, Pine River-Backus. This is the 5th set point for PRB. Burns and Brewer coming back in. And Coach Samson is going to take her second time out. An 8-point lead erased by Clearbrook-Gonvick. And Coach Samson had said that she has seen this team come back from 9 down. And they came back from 8 down. Now we're looking at extra points. Got to win by 2, of course. So now they talk strategy again. This time it's Clearbrook-Gonvick, I think, and Coach Samson wanting to talk position. Make sure that they know who's in charge where on the serve receive. If you ask both coaches, far too many service errors in this first set.
Absolutely.
No doubt about that. For Pine River-Backus, a couple of chances to put it away. They did not capitalize on it. Now trying to make sure that the Bears don't steal game 1, perhaps. Caitlin Riley's back to serve. Set point for the Tigers. Sharp liner, tough to handle. Nybel and Melby has to bump it. Golden opportunity for PRB. It's Burns on the left side, and that one that was touched at the net. I didn't think it was. Here's Clearbrook-Gonvick, and they're scrambling, and the third hit will not go over the net. I don't know if Clearbrook-Gonvick was trying to say if they were going to celebrate a little earlier or what the case was. I did not think Burns' hit was tapped at the net, but the officials ruled it was. Pine River-Backus takes advantage of it, and with the Clearbrook-Gonvick miscue, the Tigers take the opening set. It was a dandy, 26-24. Pine River-Backus a 1-0 lead in the match. We will break. When we come back, we'll recap set 1, and we'll turn it over to Cullen Mosman for set 2 here on yourliveevent.com.
Good food, good times, and a great atmosphere. It's all here for you at the Clearbrook Muni, right on Main Street in Clearbrook. Stop in and check out the daily food specials or try a variety of items on the menu. For takeout on the go, call 218-776-9984. Good food and good times. It's all waiting for you at the Clearbrook Muni. Find them on Facebook for events or visit them on Main Street in Clearbrook. The Clearbrook Muni. Good times await.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
We are back here on yourliveevent.com. Devin Kruger to recap set number 1, where Pine River-Backus gets the win 26-24. Again, the Tigers shot out to a quick lead at 6-1. They extended it to 9-2. Then Clearbrook-Gonvick just chipped away. Pine River-Backus' biggest lead was at 8 at 16-8. Clearbrook-Gonvick erased it with a 4-point swing. They tied it at 24, but then back-to-back points to grab the set one win for Pine River-Backus, 26-24. Both teams with a number of service errors. Pine River-Backus 16 of 22 serving with one ace. Clearbrook-Gonvick, I had 18 of 25, or excuse me, 18 of 23, no aces. 8 assists for Kaylee Johnson, 6 kills and 3 blocks for Cassidy Bristow in set one, 2 kills and a block for Allison Levine for Clearbrook-Gonvick. So Pine River-Backus with a 1-0 lead in the match, and for set two, we hand it over to Colin Bosman.
Hello, everybody. We got about 15 seconds left here before the start of set two. The girls are getting set up out there on the court, getting ready to go. A very close one with extra points in the first set, and looking for more action here in set two, hoping for an equally as good set here. And the serve comes off of Evelyn. And it's too deep, so it'll be point Clearbrook-Gonvick. So as opposed to the 6-1 lead, as the serve comes across here, Brianna gets the save, and that'll be a kill down in Pine River territory for Levine. And that makes it a 2-0 Clearbrook-Gonvick lead. The serve comes across, Evelyn ready to return, and the block attempt was not close enough to the net. That'll be the first points here for Pine River, as Cassidy Bristow is able to get that one down for Pine River. As the serve comes over here and the offense gets set up for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Pine River ready on the defensive end. And the set over the middle here for Clearbrook. The block well defended, but on the second tip over, Clearbrook-Gonvick was unable to gather themselves underneath it, so that'll tie the game up here 2-2 between the Tigers and the Bears here, as Ariana Burns serves this one for Clearbrook. And the set over the middle by Kaylee Johnson, and Bristow spikes that one down in the middle. It was a valiant effort defensively, but all for naught here as the points fall for Pine River. That gives them a 3-2 lead here, and Burns is ready to serve again. It's a low middle serve, and the offense is set up here, and a quick kill for Levine again here for Clearbrook-Gonvick, and that'll tie us up again here at 3-3. A much more balanced start to this game as the serve comes across for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Kaylee with the setup, and the block is good. This also off the hand of Levine, so Levine responsible for 3 of Clearbrook-Gonvick's 4 points. As the offense gets set up here for Bristow on the Tigers side. And then this one's going into the net off the hands of Melby. So that'll be Pine River-Backus points. That'll tie us up again here at 4-4. The serve comes off of Johnson for the Tigers. A little bit of an awkward defensive possession there for the Bears, miscommunication. And that will give Pine River a 5-4 lead. Here in the second set, Johnson to serve again. And the setup is outside for the Bears. And Bristow with the attacking set able to get points here for the Tigers. And that'll give them a 6-4 lead here in this second set. Johnson sets the serve again. Levine ready for the kill, and that one's into the net. So another Clearbrook-Gonvick error leads to a 3-point Pine River-Backus lead here as they are up 7-4. The set is outside, but that'll be a net error, it looks, for Clearbrook-Gonvick. So
Phillips stepped across the line underneath the net.
a quick 8-4 lead here for Pine River after a hot and contested start. Johnson serves again, and this one is well defended. The block is unable to get back over the net for Clearbrook-Gonvick, so that'll be Pine River points, 9-4 here. And Pine River is on a 6-point run. As Levine goes for a kill, Johnson sets it up for Bristow, attacking set. And they run it back real quick. The defense is there, but unfortunately out of bounds. So that'll make it a 7-point swing for the Tigers here in the second set as they hold on to a 10-4 lead. Both teams tied up at 1, 2, 3, and 4. And as we take a timeout here, we'll be right back after this quick break.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
All right, we are back here in Pine River as we get ready for some more volleyball between the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. The Pine River-Backus Tigers currently hold a 10-4 lead and are coming off the heels of a 7-0 run. As Johnson sets the serve here, and that one's into the net, so off of the Pine River error, Clearbrook-Gonvick is able to get points back on the board here as they are now down 10-5.
Yeah, what was that, a 7-0 run by PRB?
Mm-hmm. And Levine gets set to serve here. Johnson sets it outside for Pine River, and that kill from Bristow had so much power behind it.
I have Bristow already matching set 1 with 6 kills. They're going to her often here in set 2.
The serve across from Bristow, and she gets the ace. So that's a 12-5 lead here, thanks in large part to the performance of Cassidy Bristow. As she gets set to serve again, standing serve. And the Bears set this one up outside. It's defended well. Johnson inside. This one's set up outside for the Bears, and it's blocked, but the Bears get back under it. They slap it across. Johnson sets this one outside, and it's too deep off the mitts of Brewer. So that'll give Pine River now cut down to a 6-point lead, up 12-6 here after the miss from Brewer. Set to serve for the Bears is Nybo. Deep serve. Johnson sets this one up outside. Well defended. And the Bears are just happy to get this one back over the net. Johnson sets it up inside now, but the gap closes quickly. Johnson once again with the setup, but well defended by these Bears. And Evelyn with the kill attempt, and she's going to get this one. That'll be a 13-6 lead here for Pine River off of the hand of Leah Evelyn.
Now we'll see if PRB with this lead, if they'll maintain it here in set 2, or if Clearbrook-Gonvick will get their momentum back. And now actually Coach Josh Hershey going to take a timeout here.
So the Pine River-Backus Tigers go into this timeout with a 13-6 lead, and we will be right back after this quick break.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
And we are back here in Pine River as we get set for some more Tigers versus Bears action here on Thursday night volleyball.
Lions, Tigers, and Bears?
Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Did I say Lions?
No,
okay.
I'm just messing with you.
Well, the Tigers are currently winning that battle 13-6 here in the second set. The Tigers also won the first set, so although in a much closer action, although at this point it was about the same in the first set.
Yeah, very similar.
Pine River-Backus had an 8-point lead at one point, which was cut down to only 2 at the end. And the ace for the Tigers on the opening serve coming out of timeout, that'll give them a 14-6 lead here. Now up by 8 once again, same as in the first set. We will see how these Bears team responds as they set up over the middle. And it's a diving save. We'll see if the Tigers can save this one, but it's far too out of control. So the Bears will get one back up on the board here as they cut that lead down to 14-7. Getting ready to serve for the Bears is Melby. Johnson sets this up outside for the Tigers off the hand of Burns. Well defended. Little tip in from the Tigers, but the Bears able to get back under it, and a mayhem at the net here between these two teams, but the Tigers win the battle and will put themselves up 15-7 off of the tip-in from Brewer.
Yeah, that was a really nice play by Brewer there.
As the serve comes across for the Tigers, set up outside, attacking set, and that'll be points Pine River as that one's out of bounds. So a 16-7 lead now in the second set for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. Serve comes across, and it's center. Set up inside for the Bears. Johnson sets this one up outside for the Tigers. That one's into the net off the hand of Burns. And that'll be a point for the Bears. And this is a familiar score, 16-8. The Tigers were up this much in the last set and then only ended up winning by 2 with extra points. Inside serve from the Tigers, Johnson with the attacking set. And this one is into the net off of Levine. She's been reliable for the Bears so far, but a mistake on that one. And that'll put the Tigers up 17-8. It is good to know for the Bears head coach that they can come back from these deficits, but you wouldn't like them to always be coming back from these deficits.
Right, that's definitely one of the key things. And now Pine River-Backus has opened a double-digit lead here in set 2.
18-8 as Evelyn serves for the Tigers. This one's set up outside, and that's a good kill off of Levine.
Yeah, they've been too far and few and far between for the Bears fans.
Yeah, the Bears, their offense has got to get more consistency on some of these attacking points. As the serve comes across for the Tigers, Johnson sets this for Bristow, and Bristow, as cool as ever, finds the dead spot in the Bears defense, and that'll give the Tigers a 10-point lead once again, 19-9 here as Burns gets set to serve. Actually, we'll have a substitution coming in as Hannikin comes in for Burns, and Hannikin will serve here for the Tigers.
Now, I think if you're Josh Hershey and you're the PRB side, you want to see these girls finish the match without allowing the Bears to get some momentum.
Absolutely. You want to see mistake-free volleyball for the rest of this game for the Tigers head coach, as that serve is a little too deep. for the Tigers, and the new score is 19-10, with the Tigers up by 9. And the offense is set up here for the Bears outside. Powerful kill, but well defended. Johnson sets it up outside, and that's Norman just tipping it over for the Tigers.
Really well played tip there by Callie Norman.
Very well played. Got it right over the defense and just sank it in the dead zone as Johnson gets set to serve here for the Tigers, who are now up 20-10 here in this second set. Powerful spike and that'll be an under the net on the Tigers, so 11-20 now. The Tigers still holding on to a fairly dominant lead here, but making some mistakes here towards the end of the set. That opened the door in set 1 to a Bears comeback, as the serve from the Bears is too deep, and that'll give the Tigers their double-digit lead once again. Bristow set to serve now for the Tigers. And this one's deep and outside, and the Bears are not going to be able to corral that one, so an ace for Bristow.
Well, not necessarily an ace. They got 3 hits on it, which technically nullifies, but it's about as good as one there.
It's essentially. The ball
they
never
had
made
no
it way
chance
back.
to get it over, yeah. Bristow's been just super, she's been really tough from that service line.
22-11 now for the Tigers. Bristow set to serve again. Standing serve, same area, and the tip over on the return off of Norman's hand again will give the Tigers a 12-point lead, now up 23-11 here in set 2. And that serve is going to be too deep. The magic may be gone from Bristow's arm, and that'll give the Bears a 23-12 deficit.
Her first error tonight.
Set to serve now for the Bears is Nybo, as that one's dead center, and Johnson sets this up outside. Well defended. And a good block from Dahl. And Dahl gets up again, but is unable to get in front of that one. Dahl this time coming in for the attack, but is going to be into the net, so that'll cut the lead down to 10 points here for the Tigers, as they're now up 23-13. Burns and another Tiger in a little bit of confusion about who wanted to get under that serve, and due to that, an error.
That's
that one goes out of bounds.
That's the first ace tonight for Clearbrook-Gonvick.
23-14 is your score here in the second set. And that one is going to be hit too deep for Olsen, and that'll bring the score to 24-14 here for the Tigers. It is game point for the Tigers. They had game point for about 5 or 6 consecutive possessions last time, and it looks like it won't last that long this time, as they get it right back, and that'll be a 25-14 win here in set 2. Little recap. Cassidy Bristow was a huge part of the scoring early in this game, early in this set, gave the Tigers their early lead, which after tying up at 4-4, the Tigers just started pouring it on and really didn't look back. The next time Clearbrook-Gonvick scored, it was 11-5, and it was 4-4 when they were tied. So a dominant showing from the Tigers offense here in this second set. Very few errors and mistakes to speak of for them, which was something they struggled with in the first set. A lot of improvements seen there. For Clearbrook-Gonvick, you'd like to see a little bit more offensive consistency. Defensively, they were doing not bad. But on the offensive side of the ball, you would like to see them find the dead zone a little bit better. And we'll be right back after this break with set 3.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. and school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites
State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River, Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
And we are back here in Pine River as we are getting ready for set 3 between the Tigers and the Bears, the Pine River-Backus Tigers, the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. I'm going to toss it over to Devin here for some stats on set 2, which the Tigers won 25-14.
Yeah, 10 of 11 serving with the first ace of the night for Clearbrook-Gonvick. Pine River-Backus was 20 out of 23, so they had 3 errors, but they also tallied 3 aces in the second set. Cassie Bristow, 7 kills. She's up to 13 through the 2 sets combined. Kaylee Johnson has 15 total assists through 2 sets, 7 of those in set 2. Allison Levine, 3 more kills, leading the charge offensively for Clearbrook-Gonvick, and the lone ace belongs to Emma Nybo.
And the Tigers will look to finish up the here. They're up 2-0 in the sets. The first set, a close one that went to extra points with Pine River taking the lead, or taking the win 26-24. The second set, a much different story with the Tigers walking out 25-14. We'll see what the third set has for us. We know this Bears team wants to fight, and the serve is up for the Tigers. And Bristow's able to bounce this one over. It's set up outside for the Bears on offense now. And it's just too deep. That'll be points Pine River to start on the miss from the Bears. And Burns gets set to serve for the Tigers. Standing serve. Dead center. And set up inside for the Bears, and return set up inside for the Tigers as well. This one's just bounced over by the Bears as Bristow gets set up for the tip over outside, but it's defended perfectly. And just into the net off the hands of Norman. And that will give Clearbrook their first point of the game. A 1-1 start here in Pine River, as the serve comes across for the Bears. Johnson sets this one up for Bristow. It's blocked. A huge block for Clearbrook gives them a 2-1 lead here early in this third set. Clearbrook has fallen behind by at least 8 points in both of the first 2 sets. They're looking to avoid that fate this time. Set up over the middle for the Bears, as Bristow sets this one up. And the attacking set saved by Johnson. Tipped over. And it's set outside for the Bears, and that'll be good for the Bears. Give them a 3-1 lead here early off of the kill. Off of, was that Nybo? Melby got the kill on that one. Set up by Johnson here for Bristow, and that one is going to be off of the defense's hands, and that'll put Pine River-Backus back on the board here. Now down 3-2. Set to serve for the Tigers is Johnson.
Both these teams kind of have that go-to player, like clearly for PRB, especially with Buchers out tonight. If they need a point, they're going to Bristow.
And for the Bears, I've been seeing a lot of Levine and a lot of Defoe as well, and Melby. I meant to say Melby, not Defoe. Tie game now as Melby's spike goes beyond the line and ties it up for the Tigers, 3-3. It's awkward setup here for the Bears, and they're not able to get under that one. That'll give the Tigers a 4-3 lead here in the third set. Tigers looking for the sweep as they're up 2-0 in the previous two sets. Johnson's serve is good. Set up inside, just tipped over by the Bears. Set up outside for the Tigers. Defended well. And Melby is going to put on for the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears and tie the game up for them, 4-4. And set to serve as Levine for the Bears. Johnson sets this one up outside for Bristow. It's blocked, but not well enough. And the Tigers will take a 5-4 lead off of Bristow. And Bristow steps back to serve.
In the first two sets, Bristol's first serve of each set has been an ace. Let's see if she makes it 3 for 3.
Maybe a little bit. We'll see.
Nope.
Announcer jinx.
It was, yeah.
But if she gets the point anyways, and that'll be a net violation by the Tigers. That'll tie it up here 5-5.
Been tied at every point so far here in the third set.
Every point. And that was the case up until the fourth point in the second set as well.
Yep.
And then the Tigers went on a 7-point run unanswered. Nybo serves this one. Eveland under that. Johnson sets it up outside, and it's just volleyed over. Nybo sets this one up outside for the Bears, and that'll be far too deep. And the Tigers will take a 6-5 lead in this third set. As the Tigers get set to serve, and that one is going to be too deep. And that will bring the score back to tied, 6-6 here. As a lot of the scoring has come off of inaccurate hits. As the setup is outside for Burns. Johnson able to get under it after it's blocked. Tipped over by the Bears. Johnson sets this up outside, but it's defended well. Nybo with the attacking set. Johnson sets this up in the middle. And Johnson with an attacking set. Nybo outside. And miscommunication defensively for the Tigers, but they recover. And Melby unable to get that one back up over the net for the Bears. That'll be a point Tigers as they take a 7-6 lead. Tied at every point so far. And the Bears make an amazing play to get that one just back over the net. Almost an incredible ace for the Tigers as Levine is going to send this one deep. And finally, our first multiple point lead of the game as the Tigers are up 8-6 now.
You said it, though, Colin. I mean, I think you asked both coaches. They're not going to be super thrilled with how many free points they've been giving away on errors.
Lots of free points so far. As this one bounces off the upside-down basketball hoop hanging from the ceiling. High ball. This one's volleyed back over by the Bears. Johnson sets it up outside for Burns. Burns with power. Looks like a net violation.
Yep, somebody for Clearbrook-Gonvick.
Bears. So the Tigers will take a 9-6 lead here, and a timeout is called by, I believe, the Bears. And we'll be right back after this break on yourliveevent.com.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
And we are back here in Pine River as the Bears are able to sneak another point up here as the Tigers are going to miss on a serve. That'll bring the score to 9-7. Pine River-Backus senior Caitlin Riley just hit her 1,000th career dig for the Tigers. That's what that previous timeout was called for, to celebrate that momentous occasion in her volleyball career, as the Tigers are going to put up another one here and take a 10-7 lead.
Once in a while, they tell us that there's going to be a milestone hit, and sometimes we don't know.
Evelyn serves, and Nybo sets it up for the Bears. Outside hitter is good as Clearbrook-Gonvick cuts it down to a 2-point lead here now, 10-8. And back to set for the Bears is Phillips. And this one's sent deep. Maybe didn't have to get under that one if you're the Tigers, but they did. Nybo sets this one up outside. Johnson sets it up outside for Burns, and that's into the net off of Burns. So it is now a 1-point game once again. And the Bears have the ball as Phillips serves this one. A very powerful serve on Phillips.
Mm-hmm.
And Phillips sets it up outside. It's well defended by Johnson and Bristow, who connect for the point on the offensive end of the ball.
Bristow had Levine completely fooled on that one. Great decision to tip it.
And that will give Pine River-Backus an 11-9 lead here in set number 3 as Ariana Burns gets set to serve for the Tigers. And that is an ace for Ariana Burns as the defense simply could not handle the serve. And the Tigers take a 12-9 lead here. And Burns serves again. Same spot. Phillips sets it up inside. Bristow defended. Set up outside. And the Bears are going to be happy to tip this one over. Johnson sets it up outside for Bristow, who makes a flying spike.
Yeah, it was a nice slide play with Bristow slipping to that right side.
And the Tigers hold on to a 13-9 lead here in set number 3, looking for that 3-set sweep, as they are already up 2-0 on the Bears. The Bears have proven over and over again to be a scrappy team, though, as Phillips sets this one up. Inside, it's defended well by the Tigers, and the block is not there in time for the Bears. 14-9 Tigers as Burns gets set to serve this one again. A 4-point stretch for the Tigers, unanswered, as Ariana Burns gets another ace. And Burns gets set to serve.
Clearbrook-Gonvick's going to have to be thinking timeout if this continues, and that was right on the stripe.
Standing serve right on the stripe, a third ace for Ariana Burns.
And there's the timeout.
And there's our timeout for Clearbrook-Gonvick. So the coaches will take a minute to talk things over with their team, and we will be right back in just a moment here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
And we are back here in Pine River as the Tigers are taking on the Bears here at home. It's been a fairly one-sided affair ever since the end of the first set. The first set was fairly competitive, but since then the Tigers have been taking it personally.
Yeah, Clearbrook-Gonvick's offense has really struggled tonight. So far through these 3 sets, they have a total of 9 kills.
The Bears are able to return fire on that last possession, but are not able to corral themselves defensively, something the Tigers have repeatedly taken advantage of tonight, as Bears players have just been out of position sometimes on the defensive end, as Burns gets set to serve this one again. And a tip over from the outside hitter for the Bears. Bristow sends this one across for the Tigers. Tipped over again. Bristow saves it. Eveland able to get that one back over the net. Set up outside for the Bears. Johnson tips this one over for the Tigers. And there's a net violation on the Bears. So an 18-9 lead now for the Tigers as they are on a 7-point run once again. They did that in set 2 to take a 10-3 lead early. They're now up 18-9 in the third as the setup off of Phillips for Nybo. And Johnson sets this one up outside. It's tipped by Norman. And the Tigers will keep their momentum going, now up 19-9. Looking to put this third possibly final set away. Still 6 points for the Tigers to prove themselves. And the Bears get one up here, as that's Fauver who is able to return fire and put the Bears into double digits here, now down 19-10. And Fauver gets set to serve here for the Bears as well.
That was big for Fauver. She's had a bit of a tough night on the attacks.
And this serve is dead center. Johnson sets it up inside for Bristow, and she cannot be stopped. 20-10 for the Tigers. Off the hand of Bristow. And Johnson set to serve this one away. Phillips sets it up outside, and that'll be
a double hit.
A double hit on the Bears. Another offensive error. And that'll give the Tigers an 11-point lead here in set 3, up 21-10. The Bears have come back from, did you say 10 points?
9 down, they said.
They have come back from down 9. They're down 11 here in set 3. Now down 10 after the tip over is good.
It's a very, very uphill battle for the Bears if they're going to come back and at least move us to game 4.
And that is not a great way to start it as the serve goes into the net off of Levine. 22-11 here for the Tigers now, as they maintain an 11-point lead here. And we've got some substitutions coming onto the court. Margaret Crimmins.
Lily Barkus is in as well for PRB, going a little deeper here with a big lead.
And Phillips attacking set almost catches the defense lacking on the Tigers, but they recover. Nybo sets this one up outside for Melby. Johnson sets up outside for Crimmins, and Crimmins gets the kill. Up now 23-11. The Tigers are 2 points away as Bristow gets set to serve here.
Tigers going for the sweep.
And it'll be too deep. You don't see that too often from Bristow. But a point here for the Tigers, and they will hold serve now as Nybo gets set to serve this one.
Aubrey Wirtz in the back row now for PRB as well.
Johnson sets it up outside, and it's blocked. Good momentum shifter there for the Bears as they're now down 23-13. We'll see what they can pull off. The Tigers only need 2 points to put an end to this game. Set up outside, well defended, and the kill is good for the Bears as they start roaring back. That's Weems who gets the points there.
Be interesting to see if Clearbrook-Gonvick gets on a good roll when Coach Hershey, or if he will put starters back in.
Nybo serves that one, and that'll be too deep off of Pine River. So 23-15, the lead has been cut down now to 8.
Well, and they might be about now as
it's
Evelyn and Callie Norman are coming back.
The Tigers are subbing their starters back in. Ariana Burns, Leah Eveland, Norman back on the court. Kaylee Johnson trying to communicate something to the team. And a timeout here by, I believe, Pine River.
Probably just maybe to, after getting some of the pieces back in, Coach Hershey wanted to make sure that everybody knows where they need to be so they can try to close this one out.
All right, and we will be right back after this quick break on yourliveevent.com.
Coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
And we are back here for the finale between the Tigers and the Bears here in Pine River, as the Tigers currently hold a 23-15 lead. They only need 2 more points to win it, but the Bears are on a 4-point swing and are coming back hard as Nybo serves this over to the Tigers, but Old Reliable comes through.
That was a great play by Ella Dahl. That set wasn't quite where she could get a good swing on it. And basically in midair, she decided, I'm going to tip it with my left hand, and got it just over the blockers. Really nice adjustment by Dahl there.
This is now game point for the Tigers, up 24-15.
And match point as well.
Match point as well. This could be the end of the game entirely, as the Tigers currently hold a 2-0 lead in the sets. And this possession will not be the one that ends it, as that serve goes into the net.
Riley tried to just drop one over the net short.
And the serve comes across from Melby for the Bears. Johnson sets it up outside for Burns, well defended. Nybo sets this one up inside for the Bears. And it's just tipped over by the Tigers. Nybo sets it up outside this time. Well defended. Johnson puts the ball in play for Burns. And just tipped over by Nybo, and that'll be
a lift.
A carry. And that will be game here for the Pine River-Backus Tigers and the Clearbrook-Gonvick Bears. The Tigers win the third set 25-16, and overall win 3-0 here in Pine River at home. Great game from both teams. That first set was very competitive, and we will be back on yourliveevent.com after a few ads real quick.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Piers, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River-Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC, online at schruppexcavating.com.
And welcome back on yourliveevent.com. Devin Kruger, Cullen Bosman here with you as Pine River-Backus gets the sweep tonight, 26-24, 25-14, 25-16 over Clearbrook-Gonvick. Tigers go to 6-3 overall. They've won 4 in a row now, and Clearbrook-Gonvick remains winless against the Tigers since at least 2016 and possibly still since 2008, according to some numbers that I had earlier. First set, really competitive. Pine River-Backus had a lead. The Bears showed that capability to bounce back and get within. They tied it at 24. Set 2, battle early. What was it, 7-0 run, I think Pine River-Backus had, Cullen, and then they just kind of cruised from there, kept themselves at distance. It just took a little shade longer in the third set. Tied at 6. Couple points in a row for PRB, led by 8-6. Back and forth trading points. It was 11-9 in favor of Pine River-Backus, and then they went on a 7-0 run. Got that distance in between them. They ended up closing. They put some subs in. Clearbrook-Gonvick, of course, with their starters still in line, got some points, got a little momentum, and then Pine River-Backus had to put the subs back in. They would have closed the door for the 3-0 win. That is 8 straight. 8 straight sweeps in 3 sets for the Tigers over the Bears. But, not bad in terms the team's effort out there was good. But Clearbrook-Gonvick tonight, Cullen, and part of it is PRB and their tough serving. They just really had trouble getting an offensive rhythm.
Absolutely. There was a lot of inaccurate hits from both sides tonight. I think both coaches are going to have some conversations with teams. But especially on Clearbrook-Gonvick, just a lot of inaccurate hits that were landing out of bounds or were going too deep, too much power. They didn't have many aces tonight. A lot of those serves were just not finding the right zones in the defense.
So, and Pine River-Backus takes advantage of that for the 3-game sweep. Let's break. When we come back, we'll get a little more recap. We'll dive into the numbers. We'll get our post-game awards dished out and interviews as well, as Pine River-Backus gets the 3-game sweep victory, as they have won now 4 straight, as we return with more of the post-game on yourliveevent.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
The PRB Boosters are happy to sponsor coverage of the Tigers. Like them on Facebook for events and fundraisers. The PRB Boosters could use your help. Be part of great events and fundraisers, all built to give back and present more opportunities for the students of Pine River-Backus schools. For information or to get started, email prboosterclub1.com. Meetings are the first Monday of every month at 6 p.m. at the school. Good luck, Tigers, from the PRB Boosters.
Gotcha.
We are back here on yourliveevent.com. Pine River-Backus with the sweep tonight, 3-0 over Clearbrook-Gonvick. Looking at the stats, team-wise, again, serving did have some issues for both of these teams. I had Clearbrook-Gonvick 42 out of 49. That's 85% with just 1 ace on the evening. Pine River-Backus 55 of 68. That's just 80%, but they did have 7 aces. Team blocks, 5 for the Tigers, 4 for the Bears. Leading the way for the Bears tonight, Allison Levine. She had 7 kills and 3 blocks. Molly Phillips had 9 assists. The lone ace belonged to Emma Nybo. For the PRB Tigers, 19 kills, 3 blocks for Cassie Bristow, 25 set assists for Kaylee Johnson. Bristow had a couple of aces as well, 5 kills for Callie Norman along with a block. Caitlin Riley had an ace serve, and of course she reached that milestone in digs as well, as that is a quick rundown of the numbers for this match. When we come back, we'll go to our post-game award winners, as PRB gets the victory tonight, 3-0 over Clearbrook-Gonvick on yourliveevent.com.
Do something fun and make new friends. Join a bowling league at Community Bowl and Pizzeria in Pine River. Community Bowl and Pizzeria has openings for all leagues: men's, women's, mixed, youth, seniors, and also Special Olympics. Enjoy some friendly competition and have a great time. Food specials offered on all league nights. Don't forget Moonlight Bowling every Saturday evening. For information on leagues or to sign up, call or stop into Community Bowl and Pizzeria in downtown Pine River. 218-587-3100.
Hannikin Insurance Agency is proud to support today's coverage. Hannikin Insurance has been serving families and businesses in central Minnesota for over 30 years. By working with an independent agency like Hannikin Insurance, the process of finding insurance that is appropriate for your goals and budget is simplified. Contact Hannikin Insurance Agency in Pine River, Little Falls, Pierce, or Brainerd online at HannikinInsurance.com. Let Hannikin Insurance give you the peace of mind that comes from knowing your financial situation is secure.
And we are back here on yourliveevent.com as Pine River-Backus gets the 3-0 win over Clearbrook-Gonvick. As we're first going to talk for postgame awards to our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player for tonight's game. And that is going to be Callie Norman, junior hitter. Callie, first of all, congratulations on a nice win and
Thank you.
The award.
Thank you.
For tonight, and as a junior and kind of stepping into one of the roles for the offense, what are some of the things that you're trying to bring day in and day out to help this Tigers team?
I'm trying to bring energy and positive working with our setter. I'm trying to block well with my teammates and, just work well with one another up there.
Of course, so you're also stepping up as Mimi's out with some illness. So as you're kind of getting more of that time on the court, are you getting more comfortable out there? Do you feel the chemistry building when you're on the floor?
Yes, I would definitely say so, yeah.
What are some of the things that that you're feeling more comfortable with? Is it just the movement? Is it reading where the play needs to go? What parts of it do you feel you're getting more comfortable with?
I would say the timing of things and eye sequence, definitely.
With a match like this, after the first set where it was really competitive, you had the lead and they came back, what was the conversation like in the huddle between games 1 and 2 with your players?
I think we all knew that we just needed to bring it and be confident and just bring up the energy and find a way.
So now you've won 4 in a row. Does it feel like, do you feel that confidence growing with this team? Does it feel like you're starting to get a little bit of a groove, at least in terms of putting together and stringing together some wins?
I definitely would say so, yeah.
You have a big tournament this weekend, this Barb Neproot in Crosby, and I know with you, Callie, it's going to kind of be that first tournament where you're going to see a lot of court time. What are you looking forward to most about the weekend?
I would say just going out there and putting our best foot forward together and just pushing another game, getting better as a team.
Well, I know it'll be a lot of fun and a lot of good competition. We congratulate you on a great win tonight. Good luck this weekend in Crosby.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Callie Norman, our Enbridge I Bring the Energy player of the game for the Pine River-Backus Tigers. And up next is our Pine River Family Market star of the game, which is brought to you by Pine River Family Market, where you can still find it all and enjoy the local hometown atmosphere. Remember, every Wednesday, gallons of milk are just $2 for $6 at Pine River Family Market. And our star of the game, I mean, when there's a milestone, you kind of have to go that route. Caitlin Riley, 1,000 digs. Did you know coming in that was maybe going to be marked tonight?
No, I didn't think that I was going to get it tonight, but I thought I was getting close.
Sometimes I think it's good not knowing. Did you, knowing that it was coming up close, what was your mindset? Was it even in your mind of not changing anything, but just knowing that it was kind of coming up, that you've been that libero, you've been in this spot, and that 1,000 mark was coming on the way?
No, I haven't really gave it a thought. I just play for my team, go out here, spend time, loving the game, and enjoying my time with these girls.
Well, and you've been doing it for quite a while as one of the, and of course this is a team that has just the 4 seniors. As one of the senior leaders, Caitlin, what are some of the biggest things that you're trying to bring to the court day in and day out for the Tigers?
Bring communication and energy.
Of course, liberos always, I love watching how sometimes you sprawl out. There's just no regard for your safety. It's all about getting the ball up. What is your mindset going up against, whatever the team is? You see a big swing coming. What are you focused on, and what are you trying to do to just make sure you get to that ball?
I just keep telling myself that I want it.
That's
and that I'm determined to go after it.
So do you get as energized getting that big dig as you see sometimes when the front row's getting that big kill?
Yeah. I like jumping up and down when they get a swing. Oh, it makes me so excited.
Especially when it all comes together, right? Like you get a great dig and then it's right on the mark and then all of a sudden it turns into a kill. I mean, you see the reaction, and that's what's fun about seeing the team aspect. So I'm sure that you feed off of that.
Yeah. Yeah, we try to feed off each other's energy.
Well, it's working well, and I asked Callie this. I want to ask you this because I know that you guys always play in the Barb Neproot tournament. It's a huge tournament in Crosby. What do you find most fun about that tournament? What are you looking forward to, especially being your last go-around this year?
Spending time with the teammates, like live it until it's the last, like.
Well, hopefully you guys go put on a good show there. I know you usually fare pretty well, Caitlin. Congrats on the milestone of, obviously, we've been watching you for the last few years. It's so much fun watching your work out there. Congratulations, and have some fun this weekend, okay?
Thank you. I will.
Caitlin Riley for the PRB Tigers. She is the Pine River Family Market star of the game. We'll take one short break. When we come back, we'll talk with head coach Josh Hershey after the Tigers get the win 3-0 over Clearbrook-Gonvick here on your liveevent.com.
I've got a math question question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
Great people, economic viability, a wonderful place to live. Pine River-Backus, and PRB Schools. PRB Schools is a small school district with large district opportunities, providing activities and classes that involve students, making sure every student has everything to be successful. PRB Schools also offers a variety of community ed programs, a great way to learn new skills hands-on with others within the community, making connections with families, being involved with the community, becoming a community family. PRBschools.org.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio, and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
This year, Schrupp Excavating is celebrating 40 years of digging it right. With this milestone year, Schrupp Excavating wants to thank all of their past, current, and future employees and customers. They appreciate all you've done to help Schrupp Excavating become one of the most trusted companies in the Lakes area. For any excavation project, Schrupp Excavating will have your project done right and on time, serving Pine River, Backus, Pequot Lakes, and all the surrounding communities. Schrupp Excavating LLC. Online at schruppexcavating.com.
Restock on food, fuel, and baits at locally owned Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Station 371 has bait and tackle, quality Cenex gasoline, off-road diesel, and is the only stop with #1 diesel. Make sure to stop by to wash off the sand and salt with their indoor car wash, open when the temp is at least 26 degrees. They'll hook you up with your fishing and hunting licenses too. Station 371 on Highway 371 in Pine River. Thank you for supporting local business.
We are back here on YourLiveEvent.com as the Pine River-Backus Tigers get the 3-0 win. And joining us now is head coach Josh Hershey. Well, it was one of those nights, Josh. You've been around this game a long time. I have as well. It certainly wasn't always pretty, but they did get the job done as you get the win streak now up to 4. What stood out to you about just the overall play tonight and at least finding that way to win?
Yeah, well, I mean, you kind of hit the nail on the head there. I mean, what's sticking out to me as a coach is just too many errors, too many missed serves, too many hitting errors. And then a few of the kids went away completely in terms of even trying to hit. And anyway, you know, I guess they found a way to grind it out. But that, you know, from a coach's perspective on a night like this, that's about the only good thing. I'm a little bit frustrated for sure, but we'll go back to the gym, try to get better.
Well, then you know me well enough. I'm not going to twist the knife a lot, but I want to ask about the serving because I have not seen this team this year, and we're talking ahead of coming out of the break, and you had said that has been something you've been dealing with this team, and not so much necessarily the placement, but a lot of serves that are long. What are some things that you do, because there is plenty of season left, that you try to continue to, because they put a good charge into the ball. It's a good line drive serve that can be tough to handle. It's just traveling too far. What do you do to try to bring that in?
Well, I think you just focused on good toss. That's usually, for most of the kids, that's where it's at. The ball is not ahead of us where we can attack it. The ball is getting a little bit behind us, and then the tendency is to push it long. That's probably where it starts. But, you know, we'll just try to break it down step by step into pieces, and obviously we need to spend more time. But we have a couple of progressions that we'll have to work on a lot and have to improve on very quickly, that's for sure.
I think coming in, honestly, especially like after the first set, I thought that it might be a little bit more competitive. You were able to feed on, a lot of errors on the other side of the net, and sometimes it feels like it's tough to get a flow. It's tough to get a good rhythm with games that have a lot of errors. How do you manage that, and is there anything that you can really do with your team to try to get through that where you feel like there's some more rhythm on the court?
Boy, I don't know. I at this point, I'm just trying to stay positive with them. You know, I mean, I know how much they care and how much they've worked, and so, you know, I don't think it's going to do any good to really come unglued at them. I just don't. So I'm just trying to remind them of their fundamentals and really trying to make the next play. That's the mindset you got to get in this game anyway, whether it's going good or bad. So that's kind of the message from me.
You did obviously get some opportunities with some great swings, and Cassidy had another strong night overall when she had, you get a few good swings in a row. What is it? What are you working on? Obviously, again, part of it might be that Mimi was out again tonight, but what are you doing to try to build up some more balance with the offensive attack?
Yeah, well, we tried. I mean, I was yelling in Game 3, I didn't want Cass to really get the ball. So I was trying to get Kaylee to go other places with it as best we could, but I mean, at practice, there's times we just take her out of the game entirely, and try to make the others carry us and make the others find ways to get kills against all 6 of the other starters, too, So, we'll have to find some balance, and at the same time, other teams are going to have to find a way to stop Cass, too. I mean, we played a lot of the who's who of the volleyball world this summer, and a lot of people struggled with her. So, she's going to have to carry the load, but certainly, we're going to have other people step up, and it'll be a welcome sight to get Mimi back. But even after that, I mean, Callie and Ari and Ella, everybody's got to contribute a little bit more than they did tonight.
The big Barb Neproot is Saturday in Crosby. There's a huge field of teams, and I know you and I talked earlier this week on our radio coaches show that you enjoy this tournament. There's a lot of action. It's a gym that you like to play in because the section is held there. What are some of the key focal points and the things that you look forward to about playing in the Barb Neproot in Crosby?
Yeah, just the competitive nature of it, and then I got a few friends that come down with their teams too, I always like to see Ada Borup, he's such a good guy, and anyway, so it's just fun, the camaraderie of it a little bit, but then the competition of it, and I just always feel like the flow is good. There's 3 gyms going, there's 4 courts going, and it's just good. There's several good teams, and you get a little bit of a measure of where you're at, and focus-wise for us, especially in the morning in pool play, make your serves. Otherwise, you can get Saturday mornings. That's the easiest way to get yourself in trouble. And so we are going to put them in the box. And I don't care, how young I got to get. If they can't put them in the box tomorrow night at practice, I'm just going to go younger. And we're going to find kids that can put it in the box, and then hopefully get a little bit of a flow and see if we can go compete.
Well, I wish you the best, of course. Hope you guys have a lot of fun in Crosby. Congratulations on the win tonight. We'll talk to you again soon, Josh.
Yeah, sounds good. Thanks a lot.
Josh Hershey, head coach for the Pine River-Backus Tigers, join us as we'll take one quick break. We'll wrap it up right after this 3-0 win for the Tigers tonight on YourLiveEvent.com.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
And we are back. Josh is going to join us on the YLE Coaches Show. You just saw an ad for that. That is every Wednesday at 7 o'clock right here on YourLiveEvent.com. Coach Josh is going to chat with me next week, so we'll get a recap of that Barb Neproot tournament. For the Tigers, they go to, again, they are 6-3 on the year. They have won 4 in a row. Up next, that Barb Neproot tournament at Crosby. For Clearbrook-Gonvick, they are at home on Tuesday against Goodridge-Grigla as the Bears fall to 4-2 on the season. So, again, the game scores tonight, Pine River-Backus with the sweep, 26-24, 25-14, 25-16. Rush City got the win over Aiken tonight in a 3-game sweep. Mille Lacs, a 3-game sweep winner over East Central. A couple of scores that I have found for our area teams. We're going to send you off for tonight's broadcast. Thanks to everybody for tuning in as Pine River-Backus gets the sweep 3-0 over Clearbrook-Gonvick here on YourLiveEvent.com. Until next time, this is Devin Kruger. Let's do this again.